It's about the individual person. It's about how they live in their space. It's about what they want in their space. It's about how many people are living in that home. It's about catering for their needs and the way they live.
Hey, and welcome back to the podcast. We are here with Margo Eastwood from Innovate, Renovate Specialists.com. And she has an online business called The Secrets to Innovation and Renovation for Profit, where she teaches and coaches the secrets to renovation. And she has a store in Design Life Décor that offers creative ideas to design and style your home. So if you're the kind of person who is thinking about home decorating, remodeling, and everything that goes with it, then this is the exact episode that you want to tune into. So Margo, glad to be talking to you.
Yeah, great to talk to you too, Robin.
So there's so many people out there in the world in all these different professions, and there are many people that talk about home renovation and changing up your living space. So what makes you unique? What makes you stand out, and what is your message?
Um, what makes me unique? I'm passionate about interior design and color and uh, sorry, um, sorry, Rob.
That's okay.
And I love, I love, I love what I do. Uh, Sorry, Robert, I'm gone blank.
Well, you love what you do, and I'm excited to maybe jump into some stories that we have because in your book, you have a chapter in the book "Ready, Aim, Succeed," which is co-authored with Pat Mesiti, and I imagine that when you are jumping in to decorating or a renovation project, there's kind of a lot of sort of meeting in the middle. There's kind of understanding your client, and maybe they're not even completely sure with what they want, and maybe you give them some choices and help solve the problem. And then when you get to the end, then I imagine that they are like very amazed and excited at what you create. Like when you see those like the home renovation shows on TV, once the transformation is complete, then lives are changed and people are happy because now that they're spending all these hours in the day being around this space, now it doesn't have to be a tired, worn out of date, surroundings. Now it's kind of a reflection of who they are and what they want to be surrounded with. So maybe we can jump in there. Like, can you tell me about when the job is complete and after you've worked your magic? Like, what do people say, or what's kind of the reaction, the emotion, the excitement once your job is done?
Yeah, when you're pulling away the bits and pieces that um, need to be attended to, there's a there's a beautiful picture at the end of it, and you're you're full of excitement and um, the it's just it's just so beautiful to see when you completed a whole picture and you'd never expected it to look like that. Like um yeah, it's just amazing. It's just a wow factor when you bring all the elements together and you incorporate them to the outside of your property. So you're bringing all your inside elements together um, to um, make it a amazing um, amazing project. Um, so it's bringing all your materials and your products and um, choosing the right ones that will fit the architectural of your property, bringing in your color and yeah, it's just so amazing when it all comes together at the end.
And it sounds like a lot of moving parts, right? Because you're talking about different styles, budget, materials, color, and so you have kind of a process, but you also get to express yourself and have some sort of creativity. And so, maybe some another kind of angle to jump in here with is, there are people out there, and maybe they have thought about pursuing this route of contacting someone like you and doing this home renovation. And when someone comes to you, do you wish that they had some sort of an education before finding you? Is there like a handful of things that someone needs to know as they're jumping into sort of hiring someone like you for a home renovation?
It would be good to have some knowledge about it. Uh, then they're not jumping into it blindly, and because there's a process to renovating. Making sure that you got your budget right. You're not, um, you got to avoid the mistakes that gonna take you down the wrong track, and it's going to cost you more to fix the problem. So always remember to um, have a budget that you can work with, and yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. So, have a budget, plan ahead, and so when someone comes to you, like what is that initial meeting like? Like, do you have a book? Do you see the property ahead of time? Do you do any like stuff like any like computer rendering? Like, what's the first meeting like when you're trying to get some of these factors figured out?
First of all, meeting with the client to see the property, um, looking at what how they live in the house, what what is their lifestyle going to be, how's it going to suit the way they want to live. It's meeting their needs, and fitting the fitting in the renovation to their lifestyle, and um yeah, it's for their family, or whether they're an executive couple, or um yeah, so it's about the individual people that live in the house.
So, since you said that, it seems like it's sort of like a reflection on someone's personality. And what's good about when a home renovation is happening is that it's a customization that's occurring. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll be in someone's house and I'll think, hey, they have the same downstairs as me, or they have the same kitchen as me. Like sometimes these homes are just kind of mass produced and they're very similar. And so when someone is doing this home renovation, they're making it their own. And so I imagine that in all of your travels and all your adventures, you've seen some cool customizations happen. So does anything stand out in your mind as far as some interesting ideas or just interesting, uh, modifications people have made to their homes?
Um, it's about the individual person. It's about how they live in their space. It's about what they want in their space. Um, it's about how many people are living in that home. It's how um, it's about catering for their needs and the way they live.
Is there anything, like, specifically that you've seen? Like, has someone done anything interesting to, a bedroom or to a kitchen, or have they done something cool to, like, open up a space? Like, has there been anything, like, drastic change that, like, kind of, like, impressed and amazed you as far as, just kind of being innovative?
Yeah. I'll tell a story. Um, there was a house that we were renovating, and the house. had no flow to it. And there were walls in places where it was stopping the flow and access to areas of the house. So you've got to step back and look at and visualize um, the the full picture. If you took away walls, so there was a kitchen and living area that was closed off, and we um, took away a wall to open up the space and to create uh, a more sociable area and to connect with others in the other rooms. So they're not all closed off. Um, and then we created, we built a kitchen actually in the space so that it could be more interactive with the people in the living area.
Cool. So you're saying that there's something to looking at the whole floor plan and imagining it without walls and saying, well, does it make sense if this or that is closed off? And I think that we've all been in a house like that where it just I felt well, you feel like you're hitting a wall. You feel like it doesn't actually flow. And so when someone is saying, well, I want to change my living space, and we've already touched on some of these ideas like color and budget and expectations, are there any common mistakes that people can avoid going into home renovation that you say like so many people if they are not careful they keep just doing these same things. So does anything really just piss you off, get you angry as far as just mistakes going into home renovation?
Yes. Overspending, overspending on areas that you don't need to, like expensive chandeliers in a home, and all you need is just downlights. Um, Spending on um, appliances that you don't need to go for the expensive appliance. You can just go for something just as nice and not so expensive. So there are things that we can be careful of when we overspending.
Excellent. It's easy to overspend on something that won't make a difference or that might look sort of tacky. And so you have this process. You've dealt with these clients, and how have you evolved over the years? Like, how did you get into this line of work, and how has your skill evolved over time?
Well, I'm a very creative person. I always have been, and I've always um, a color. Uh, I'm passionate about color, um, and I love to paint. So all these things have evolved to where I'm at now, and this is where my creative flair has come out of into interior design. Is that I love to help people as well, and um, yeah, just I'm passionate about what I do. I I'm I'm a painter and decorator by trade, so I've painted before. So I'm very aware of color and where to how to put color together, and um, yeah. So
And is there a science behind sort of the color matching, or is it just like when you see it sort of process?
I know when I see a color, I know how to put color together. Um, Sometimes when a person doesn't understand a color or anything about color, it can be very overwhelming. Um, Putting the wrong colors together can can make things look out and be overpowering or daunting to look at.
And I can sort of relate. Like, I wish I had some easily accessible photos on my phone here because the house I'm in, they went for sort of a dark cherry wood kind of look, and they painted the walls dark brown, which I can understand they were trying to go for like a wooden look, but then when it just makes especially when it's like a kind of a dimly lit day, it makes the downstairs of the house feel dark and depressing. And then they painted one of the walls red, which was like a very like a early 2000s, like you have kind of the contrast wall. And then my wife is much better than me at like painting walls and decorating. So she's painted a few of the walls kind of off white, and the house is slowly coming alive. But I can definitely relate to someone having the best of intentions and thinking that they're going for a certain style or a theme, but then when it's finished, you end up with it looks like almost like a poop brown wall color. And so I can see how some of these things can go wrong if there's not kind of an artist, professional, someone who has that attention to detail for the color, such as yourself. And so that's great that you have kind of that artistic painting background, and then if you applied it to good use. And we're all on a journey, aren't we, Margo? We're on this journey of expressing ourselves, having a skill, making money with it. And so, as you were building or growing this business of yours, have you struggled? Have you ever had just kind of like a crisis or a dead end, or just something that we can like a life lesson that we can learn from? Because the struggles, the conflicts are really interesting. So, does anything come to mind along those lines as far as your own personal or business struggles in your journey?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's been family struggles. No, no, no. And there has been um, business struggles along the way, um, financially. So, you know, through all the struggles in your life, um, just press through and, keep going. A little bit at a time is better than nothing. Um, and towards the end, there is always a reward at the end of the dark part of your life. So, yeah,
And I can relate to that, to having some of those down days or down weeks and saying, I'm just in this sour mood. And then when I force myself to just maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes sitting down and just working on a project, next thing I know, I'm excited again. And next thing I know, it's been 20 or 30 minutes of making progress on something. And then I kind of feel feel a little foolish. And I say, I thought for a longer period of time about not doing something than just getting a little bit of a jump start on it. And so, as you have been, building your business and doing all these things, at least in my town, there's like one or two really kind of high end decorating companies, and they seem really pretentious. They say things like, "Well, it's like $8,000 per room to do all these things to it," and they have these super fancy trucks. And I imagine that it's kind of like a competitive business out there. So what have you been doing as far as like advertising, marketing, getting the word out there about your services and finding customers?
um, wow. I've been trying to reach out on in social media, Facebook, um, uh, Instagram, uh, yeah, and just by mouth, talking to people, and just reaching out to people who have struggled and not sure how to go about renovating, um, and trying to help them with the struggles that they're going through. Um, and there's a lot of people out there that would like things to be removed, but financially it stops them from doing renovating their houses and doing what they need to do to achieve their homes to flow better um, with their spaces and um, yeah, just
Okay. So like there's people have different needs, different budgets, different maybe possibilities. And is there like an easy list, or is there like a logical, I don't even know what, like a menu, so to speak? Like do you, knock down walls, add, add kitchens, move bathrooms? Like is there just a simple kind of like bulleted list of like the common actions that you take in your renovation process?
yes, it's first seeing where they're at in their homes and what they'd like to achieve and see um, in their spaces, and, and how much it, with how much it would cost in their budget. Um, so yeah, it's just ticking the boxes help that will help the client um, work and achieve the steps to what they would like to see in their houses.
Okay, so you're saying that you kind of you start from the dream and work backwards from there, right? Like they visualize what they want, and then you say, well, maybe you have this idea, but that's not practical, or we can do this as long as it meets this budget. Is there some like a job that either a job that you're really proud of, or like a dream renovation job? Does anything come to mind as far as like exciting possibilities?
Well, well, I like every job. Every job excites me. Not one job is it's every job is different. Every job has a personal touch to it. Every job has um, a bit, a lot of what the client wants and just ideas from an interior designer. It's all about the um, individuals living. It's it's trying to find find the needs that help them in their living spaces. Um, it's making life a lot more comfortable for them.
Wonderful. And in your mission here of making life more comfortable for others and making some of these dreams realized, what are you looking forward to? Do you have anything fun and interesting happening in the next 12 months or so in your business?
Well, I'm excited where everything is going right now. My business is in the process of being put together online. Exciting. Uh, and can I say this? There's a book on the way.
Yeah, tell us about the book.
Yeah. Exciting is there's a few people are telling me stories about how they live, and um, there's brilliant book, brilliant book about different um, way people have lived and what they're doing in their lives, and there to help other people in their lives. And tremendous, just a tremendous book. So I recommend that you go out and buy it. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. Yeah, and a great year this year. It's going to be a good year this year, and I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait for this year to unravel and see where it's going to go. So,
Very nice. And can you tell us what the name of this book is so that way people can check it out?
well, then the name of the book will be in www interior oh, innovation and renovation uh, innovation sorry innovation and renovations Innovation Renovation Specialist.com. Sorry, I've got so many sites running through my head.
That's okay. So you have all the right keywords in there. Innovation, renovation specialists.com. And this has been a wonderful conversation to kind of just hear about your process and some of the adventures that you have been on. And so if someone wants to look into you and your business, if they say, I've thought about home renovation, or at least I want to just have the initial conversation and see what the possibilities are and see what Margo and her team can do for me, how does someone reach out? What are your contact details?
My contact details are, uh,
We can just plug the website if you want.
sorry,
That's okay.
yeah,
So innovate renovate specialists.com.
yep, and
Okay. And then as far as the home renovation, are you like what area do you serve? Like what city or what radius should someone be in order to use your services?
I'm in Australia, Brisbane, Queensland, uh, and that's where you can find me.
Fantastic. So in the Brisbane area in Australia, if you have been tired of that same old look of your house, or you want to change things up for whatever reason, increase the value of your home, or flip it, or just have a better living space, then you need to contact Margo Eastwood from Innovate Renovate Specialists.com. And so, Margo, as we're wrapping up our conversation, we really want to end this conversation with a bang, right? And leave people wanting more and have people be really excited. And we all have knowledge to share, and we've all been through those ups and downs in life. So, does anything come to mind as far as a helpful quote or life lesson or saying or just way of thinking that has really helped you along? Is there any advice you wish you'd gotten 20 years ago? Is there anything you can pass on to us as far as wisdom that has really helped you out quite a bit?
If you're wanting to renovate or buy a home, or um, in that regards, go for it. Go for it. Don't let a renovation stop you from doing a home, or achieving your dreams. Don't stop there. Keep going. Um, yeah, be be passionate about what you do. Love what you do, and just go for it.